Hey, what's going on, friends? It's Jonathan. Welcome back to another JC production where I deliver your daily dose of hotness. In this video, we're going to be talking about the S Pen. Now, a few days ago, I did a video explaining 10 things that you should do as soon as you get your Galaxy Note 10. In this video, I'm going to give you 10 tips and tricks that you should know or learn when it comes to using your S Pen with your brand new Galaxy Note. So without further ado, let's go ahead and dive straight into this. Number one. One of the brand new things with the Note 10 when it comes to the S Pen is something called Air Actions. Basically, you can remove the pen, and depending on what app you're in, you can wave the pen around while holding the button, and it's going to trigger different things. So you could do actions based upon movements and gestures in the air. Some people are comparing it to like waving a wand and playing as if you're Harry Potter, but it's pretty useful depending on the circumstance that you're in. So let me quickly show you. So we'll go ahead and remove the pen and do a quick, press and hold. It's going to open up the camera. Now from here, I can do different things, like if I hold down the button here, I could go to the side and that's gonna switch modes. I could go to the other side, that's going to switch back. Do it again, and I can go all the way across the modes down here, which is pretty useful if you're like a vlogger and trying to capture yourself, or if you're trying to capture like a group. So say this is like on a tripod or something, you could actually control your camera with the S Pen, which in my opinion, is pretty practical depending on, again, the circumstance that you're in. Now, if you hold down this button and swipe up, it's going to take you to the rear camera. If you swipe up again, it's gonna go back to the front. If you go down, it's gonna go to the rear. Down one more time is going to go back to the front. Now we're gonna put it on the rear camera. You can also zoom in and out by holding down the S Pen button and then twirling the pen clockwise or counterclockwise. However, it doesn't work every time. But here's a little tip for you. If you hold down the button and then make a large N, you're going to zoom in. And if you want to go back out, hold down the button and then do a backwards N, and you'll zoom out. I have much more success doing the N versus the little rotation. So quick tip for you. If the gestures aren't working out for you, all you have to do is click on the little S Pen button right there, go into the settings, and then find where it says Air Actions. Tap on that, and then scroll down, and you'll be able to customize what happens inside the camera. So if we go into the app action for camera, you can see a single press right now is to take a picture or record a video. So you can change that. You can change the double press. You can change the gestures for the up, down, left, right, the clockwise circle or the counterclockwise circle. So you could pretty much disable these two circles and have the left and right gestures zoom in and out. Whatever you want to do, you could do that, which is really nice. Now, while you're in here, you can also pick different app actions for other apps. So you have like your gallery, so you can view the details of a photo by swiping up. So we'll do that real quick. We'll go into the gallery, we'll find a quick video, and we'll hold down the button, and then swiping up should give us the information on the photo. Now, if we go back down, it's going to go back to like a quick view of the video or photo. And if I go right or left, it should cycle through my images. So yeah, but if you don't want that, you can actually customize it to do whatever it is that you want. By default, if you hold down the S Pen button, it's going to open the camera app. But if you don't want it to open the camera app and you want to maybe open the Samsung Notes app, like right here, all you have to do is go up here where it says hold down pen button 2, tap on that, and then find where it says Samsung Notes. So we'll go Samsung Notes. So now when I hold down the pen button, it's going to open up the Notes app. Number 2. Another new feature to the S Pen is something called AR Doodle. You guys probably have already heard about it, but if not, let me quickly show you what it is. So you can access AR Doodle two different ways. You can access it via the camera, so we'll just launch the camera and then tap on this little icon right here, and it's gonna automatically put you into the AR Doodle interface. Pick your writing utensil, we'll pick a highlighter, color's green, and then we'll flip the camera around, find my face, draw on my face, and you can see it's doing live tracking. I can start recording this video, and then I can do or say whatever it is I want to do, record it, and then I could post it on Instagram or send it to a friend, whatever I want to do, because that video is going to be recorded on my phone. You can do a face, or you can do everywhere. It's all up to you. The other way to access AR Doodle is through the S Pen little menu system right here. Just scroll down till you see AR Doodle right here, tap on that, and it's going to open up the same interface. Same thing, just two different ways to access it. Number 3. So when it comes to security for your phone, you can use a passcode, you could use a pattern, you can use your fingerprint, you can use your face, but you can also use the S Pen. Let me show you how to set it up. So you're gonna go into your phone, and then you're gonna click on the S Pen menu right here. You're gonna go into the settings, and then you're gonna find where it says Unlock with S Pen Remote. Tap on that and then tap on unlock with S Pen remote again. Click OK. It's going to ask you to enter your PIN. So just go ahead and enter your PIN. And that's it. So now when we lock the phone, click on the S Pen button here. It's going to turn on the screen and then log me in. I know this may not sound secure, but just hear me out. If the PIN is inserted and then has to be removed while on the lock screen, it's not going to let you in. Let me show you. So we'll go ahead and insert the PIN. You can see I'm on the lock screen. If I remove the PIN and then tap the button, it's going to ask me for my fingerprint or PIN. So you can't get in. So if you lose your phone, as long as this is inserted and they remove it, they're not going to be able to get into your phone. Number 4. Another new addition to the notes and to the S Pen is the ability to convert handwriting to text. You're going to want to create a note. So go into the S Pen menu, create notes, and we'll write like a quick grocery list. So we'll write milk and some bread, and we'll do eggs. Handwriting is not the best. Hopefully it doesn't mess up. We'll click save, go back into the S Pen menu, and we're gonna view all notes. Tap on the one that we just made, and we'll tap here. And then on the bottom, you're gonna see this little text icon. It's like a little squiggly line and then text. Tap on that, and it converted it perfectly. Milk, bread, eggs. But what's even more incredible is the fact that it can recognize cursive. So let me show you that. And I'm gonna write milk, right? It's not the best cursive, but we'll see if it recognizes it. We'll click save, and we'll go back, and we'll click our little cursive note here, and then tap on the note down here, and boom, it got it, milk. That's incredible. Number 5. This next one isn't new, so if you've been using a note for a while, then you probably have already heard about it. But if you're new to the note world, this is incredibly practical and something that I personally enjoy. It's called AirView. AirView should be enabled right out of the box, but if it's not, you're gonna go into the S Pen menu, go into the settings, click on AirView, make sure it's turned on. Now what AirView does, it allows you to hover the S Pen over certain items and it's going to pull up a mini window. Let me show you in the gallery. So we have the AirView feature turned on. If I hover the S Pen over this photo, it's gonna pull up like a mini window of that photo. So it reminds me of like Preview on Mac, where if you pick a file and then hit the space bar, it pulls up like a mini window, or it doesn't necessarily open it, it just gives you a preview, right? So that's what this is. So if you hover over a video, it's going to give you a preview in a small window of that video file. But what's cool is this feature isn't just limited to the gallery app. You can use it in the Samsung browser. You can use it in the email app, the text messaging app, or the calendar app. They all do have to be native Samsung applications, unfortunately. I haven't come across any third-party apps that can use this feature, but nonetheless, it's still really cool. Number 6. Another really cool thing you can use the S Pen for is to translate text. Again, this isn't a new feature. If you're a seasoned note owner, you already know about it, but if you're new to the note world, this is really cool. To set it up, go into your S Pen menu, scroll down to Add Shortcuts, and then tap on Translate. It's gonna populate over here. So now when you go back in your S Pen menu, you can see it right down there. Now we're gonna find some text written in Spanish. So right here we have hola. So if we go back into the S Pen menu and then tap on Translate, we'll hover the S Pen over hola and it's gonna say it translates to hello. Really cool, really practical. And you can also pick different dictionaries in different languages. So you can see you have a ton to choose from right here if Spanish isn't your thing. Number 7. One thing I usually do is mark things down on a physical calendar. So say I'm marking days down on a specific diet that I've been on, or maybe I'm doing a specific workout routine and I'm marking down the days that I have been on that routine. Usually I use a physical calendar for this, but there's a feature called Write on Calendar that allows you to do it right inside your phone. So you're gonna go into your S Pen menu and you're gonna scroll down until you see Write on Calendar. Tap on that, then pick your writing utensil. We're gonna pick a pen in black. And say I completed a workout today. I could just put an X through that day. I completed a workout this day, put an X through that day. So now I'm keeping track with the days that I did a certain task. This is really cool. You could also technically write different things inside the calendar portion or inside that day. It's a little small for me, so that's not really my thing, but to mark down days, I think this is awesome. Number 8. One of the biggest reasons to get a note is for productivity and multitasking. Let's say that you find yourself in a situation where you need to bounce between maybe Chrome or Instagram or Twitter and then a notes-taking app because you're trying to document something. And you don't want to have to go back and forth with the background app switcher, and you don't want to have the multi-window. You literally want to be able to view one app and the other quickly at a glance. Well, you could do that with the Galaxy Note with a feature called Glance. It's not new, but you might have forgotten about it, and if you're new to the Note world, you're gonna appreciate it. Now, by default, it may not be enabled. To enable it, we'll go ahead and tap on the S Pen menu, scroll down to Add Shortcut, and then tap on Glance. It'll populate over here, and now you'll see it in the S Pen menu. Now we're gonna go into Twitter, and we're gonna go to the S Pen menu, and then tap on Glance. And now we're gonna launch Instagram. So we'll go ahead and go down to Instagram. So I have my Instagram open here, and let's say I wanna quickly bounce back to Twitter. I'll just hover the S Pen over the little window here, and boom. Now when I move it out of this window, it's gonna take me back to Instagram. So I can bounce between these two applications now without having to go into the background app switcher. Number 9. A lot of people don't realize that the Galaxy Note 10 has a built-in coloring book. Let me show you how to access it. Go into your S Pen menu, scroll all the way down to Add Shortcuts, and then tap on Coloring. Now go back. You're gonna see it right here on the bottom of your S Pen menu. Tap on Coloring, boom, there's a coloring book. So we're gonna pick this dragon right here. We're gonna start coloring, and that's it. So now you can pick your coloring utensil. We'll pick a paintbrush here, and we'll start with a blue, and you could start coloring. Number 10. This next one is great for editing photos. It's also great for people that have bad eyesight. It's called Magnify. To enable it, go into your S Pen menu, scroll all the way down, tap on Add Shortcut, and then tap on Magnify. Go back, you'll see it right there. So now we're gonna pull up a picture. So we're gonna go into the gallery here and find a photo. Now, if I go into the S Pen menu and then tap on Magnify, wherever I hover the S Pen over, it's going to give me a little zoomed in window. So I can see different imperfections or areas of the photo that I may need to edit. You can also adjust the percentage that it zooms in right here. So I can do 300%, 250%, 200%, or 150. So we'll select 200, and you can see now it's not quite as zoomed in. This is extremely helpful for people trying to get really detailed with their photo editing. But also, if you find yourself struggling to read specific text, we could pull up Chrome here, and you can see it works in Chrome as well. So that way you can read the text with no problem. Well, friends, that's the end of this video. That was 10 tips and tricks for your brand new Galaxy Note 10 and your S Pen. Hopefully you were able to learn something new. If you didn't, that's okay. I'll have more advanced videos coming, so don't fret. I'll get to you guys. This is mostly for people just getting started with their brand new Galaxy Note 10. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to drop it a thumbs up. If you're new here, stick around by subscribing for more content just like this. If you have any questions or you want to give me some feedback, leave it down below in the comment section. Don't forget to follow me on social, and I'll talk to you fantastic people in the next video.